I want to talk about company confidentiality. So often we're tempted to put on our resumes or on LinkedIn or even discuss in interviews great numbers. So you may have worked on a great project where there was great achievement and, millions of dollars of revenue was gained and so on. And you might be tempted to actually share that because, yes, it will add to your value. But you need to be mindful of company confidentiality. So some things will be public knowledge. For example, when Telstra was going through the Titan transformation programs a few years ago, that was public knowledge. NBN going on in Telstra or going on around technology and around telco, public knowledge. Some of the figures may not be, so always check that. But basically what was going on around those programs and the transformation around them was public knowledge. So that's fine to mention that you worked on these big programs. But be mindful when it comes to the numbers. Review the company numbers. Check out the websites first to make sure that those numbers are public knowledge. Because if they're not, you want to make sure that you don't reveal that you don't bridge confidentiality. Often when companies are trying to keep things confidential, they do require you to sign an NDA, non-disclosure forms and so on. So if you've been asked to sign non-disclosure forms around certain projects or certain things going on in the companies, then you already know that kind of information is not to be shared outside of that company. But always check, because you don't want things coming down on you. You don't want to be revealing information to a company's competitors, for example. That's not going to work well for you in the long run. Won't elicit feelings of trust. And for all you know, the company that's currently interviewing you may be aware that their competitors' information is confidential, and here you've gone and disclosed it. So just be aware when you're interviewing, be aware what you put on your resume and on LinkedIn. Make sure that you make reference only to information, and especially numbers around dollars and so on, that are already public knowledge and available on company websites. Err on the side of caution. You don't want to be sued. You don't want to create feelings of distrust around you. So be mindful. Just keep that in mind and err on the side of caution.